This is the intro to Long Hair Pretty Nail Show. Yeah.
Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be trying out the Beetles Polygel Kit. I got this from Amazon and this kit comes with a lamp. So let's open it up and see everything that we get. So the first thing I see are the instructions to the nail lamp. And then you have the Polygel kit, tells you everything that comes in the kit. And then you have your instructions on how to apply the Polygel. And it is very thorough. So if you have any doubts, definitely read all of these pamphlets that come with this kit. And this is everything that you get with this kit. Like, first off, you get this nail lamp. Like that is the big ticket item here. This is a 48 watt nail lamp, which is definitely powerful enough to cure polygel. I recommend a 36 watt or higher nail lamp for polygel. And then this one has settings where you have the 30, 60, and 120 seconds. I also like the feature that it has a sensor in here where you can just put your hand under it and it automatically comes on, so you don't have to fuss with any buttons when you're doing the nails yourself. So it also comes with 3 tubes of polygel, base coat, top coat, a matte top coat, nail strengthener, slip solution that strangely comes in a gel polish bottle, but we'll get into that a little later on. It comes with your polygel tool that has the spatula on one end and the brush on the other, nail file, dual forms, and I like that this kit comes with the straight dual forms and the curved ones. Comes with some nail bling, glitter, and some nail foil pieces, nail forms, and you get a nice amount of nail forms. This is a pretty thick stack, so I think it's probably about 100 or so. Flame decals, striping tape, butterfly glitter pieces, and tweezers. So these are my natural nails. I'm just gonna do a little bit of prep, but first I'm gonna start off by clipping off my natural nails. And then taking my cuticle pusher, I'm just gonna gently push back my cuticles and use the opposite side to scrape up any of the dead skin on my nail plate. Next, taking my nail drill and my cuticle clean bit, I'm just going to use that to do some further cleaning up around the cuticle area, and I will leave links to my nail drill and the nail bits that I use. But yeah, I'm just going to work this around the cuticle area, and this just further gets up any of that dead skin because we don't want our nails to lift. So after all of the cuticle prep, I'm just gonna go in with a nail file and further shaping my nails because I don't want any jagged edges. And then taking the 180 side of the nail file, I'm just gonna lightly file the surface of my nail to take away the shine. And this also makes sure that the nails won't pop off. All right, so this is the polygel. They come in 30-gram tubes, which is an ounce of polygel, which is a really large tube. And this is the clear, the white, and light pink. And these are the colors side by side, and I am most excited about this clear. My favorite clear polygel is Macart, and that's been the clearest polygel that I've used, and I think this one is probably right up there with that, so I'm excited to use this one. So as I mentioned before, this kit comes with both the straight dual forms and the curved ones. Now, most sets come with these super curvy ones, and I just don't really like those. I'm not able to get the shape that I like. But you know, for those who do like it, or if your nails are shaped differently than mine, then these will work out for you. But I'm gonna use the straight ones today, and I'm just gonna pick through these to find my size. Also, when finding your size, it's okay if you have to file around the cuticle area because some of these do not really fit the shape of my nails. So I do have to do a little bit of extra filing. So that fits pretty good. So once I picked out all of my sizes, I'm gonna apply the base gel, and I'm just gonna do a nice thin, even coat of this. And cure in the nail lamp for 60 seconds. All right, so now taking this lip solution that comes in this gel bottle, I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of this out into my dampen dish. And this stuff is thick. This does not look like any slip solution that I've ever used. Yeah, we're gonna see how this works out. So taking some of the pink polygel, I'm just gonna place that into the dual form. And using the slip, I dipped it into the slip and then tapped it on my paper towel. And I'm just gonna use that to mold it in shape. Now, right off the bat, I don't think I like the slip. It's kind of making the polygel a little watery, or I don't know, a little loose. It's working as far as the slip, but I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of too loose. Once I get the polygel in shape that I like, I'm just gonna go ahead and press that onto my nail. And you don't want to press down too far because you don't want to squeeze it all out, but you kind of want to press it to where it will stick. So after cleaning around the sides, I'm gonna flip my nail over and smooth out the underside. And this just ensures that you don't have a big glob of polygel underneath the nail. And you wanna do this with a light hand because if you press too hard, then you're gonna mess up everything else. So once I have all of that, I'm just gonna go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds. And then I flip my finger over and cure the underside for an additional 30 seconds. And once you rock the dual form side to side, it will pop off and you have your nail. Pretty simple, right? So my dampen dish was in the side of the nail lamp and this is what happened. The slip solution cured. Why are we using gel as slip solution in the first place? Like, this is ridiculous. So I'm gonna scrape this out of my dampen dish and I'm gonna use my trusty rubbing alcohol as my slip solution. So I'm gonna try it again with a different finger to see how I like it with just a regular alcohol as the slip. And for me, it works a lot better. Sorry for the shaking camera. My neighbors upstairs, they just so disrespectful. So yeah, using alcohol as the slip is so much better. I recommend to not even use the slip that comes with the kit. So once I have that in place, I'm just gonna go ahead and push that onto my nail, cleaning the sides, smoothing out the underside, and then curing that for 60 seconds, and then flipping my finger over and curing for another 30 seconds. All right, so this is after curing, and I realized I have a little bit of air bubble lifting at the cuticle area. But I'm gonna rock this from side to side, and it takes a little bit, of effort, but it eventually comes off. So this is what it looks like. And I just realized I forgot to put base coat on this nail before I did this. So that could be why I do have the air bubbles at the cuticle area. But moving along, I'm gonna go ahead and use these beautiful butterfly pieces. I'm gonna start off using a thin layer of the clear polygel, placing that into the dual form and making sure it's really thin. And then I'm gonna place these little butterflies into the wet polygel. And then also taking the glitter from this kit and pressing that into the polygel as well. And you can go ahead and flip it over so you can see how it's gonna look. And that looks okay to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure that for about 30 seconds. And then taking more clear polygel, I'm just gonna fill in the rest of the dual form, making sure to cover up all of the butterflies and glitter. And it does take practice to know how much polygel to put inside of the dual form. So you just kind of have to work with it and see how thick you like your nails. It really just takes practice. And I almost forgot to put the base gel on again, but I stopped myself. So I went ahead and put on the base gel and cured that for 60 seconds. And then I pressed on the dual form, making sure to lightly press it down. You don't want to squeeze it out, but you also want it to be on there, you know, nice and secure. Making sure to clean around the sides if anything squeezed out. And then once again, smoothing the underside. And then go ahead and cure as before. And I've been showing this in real time so you guys can see like how long it takes to pop these off. And voila. I am impressed at how clear this polygel is. I see myself using this a lot in the future. So this is after doing all of the nails, and they kind of look a little crazy right now. Also, I'm gonna have to do some patchwork because some of the dual forms just didn't fit well at all. So I'm just going to fix this. First, I'm gonna take my hand file and file around the cuticle area here so I can fix this. And also do some light shaping. And once I've done that for all of the nails, I'm just going to use some alcohol to wipe off the dust. And as you guys can see, I need to add polygel on the side here and also around the cuticle area. That dual form just did not want to fit my pinky nail, and the size up was way too big. So that's the thing with dual forms, like depending on your nails, sometimes they're just not gonna work out. You kind of just gotta do what you gotta do. I am going to put on a little bit of base coat where I'm applying the polygel, and it's okay if it overlaps onto the polygel. It's not gonna, you know, be a big deal. So after curing that base coat, I'm just gonna go in with a small amount of polygel and fill in all of the gaps. And this polygel is not really bad to work with. It's soft, but it's not too soft to where you can't work with it. Burano. And and it just, you know, it works well. So I can't say anything bad about it, especially the clear. Like the clear is my favorite. So I definitely want to make sure that I'm filling in these sides because we don't want this nail to break. And the dual form also left this little circle indentation on the tip. So I'm just filling that in as well. So once that is all smoothed out to my liking, I'm just gonna go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds. And I also fixed my index fingernail as well. All right, so now to the shaping and filing. I had to switch over to my square file because that's just my favorite and that's the file shape that I like to use. So after doing the shaping, I'm going in with my E-file around the cuticle area and also the underside because some of it is still a little bit chunky for my liking. So I'm just smoothing that out, especially on the nails that I had to fix. It's kind of a glob of polygel underneath, so I need to smooth that out. And then finally, I do my buffing. So this is after the nails have been filed, shaped, and buffed, and they are cute. So of course I had to use this bling that comes with this kit because it is so gorgeous. And I'm gonna try to use the clear polygel and top coat to adhere these crystals. So I'm gonna start off with the clear polygel and place that down on the nail. And then without caring, I'm gonna go on top of that with the top coat and then place my crystals into the wet gel. But right off the top, it just wasn't working. The gel is so loose that my crystals were sliding all over the place, and that's a no-go. So I went ahead and wiped everything off with alcohol, and I'm gonna use my trusty Poochie's Nails bling gel and top coat. It never fails me. So I'm going in with the bling gel first, and without caring, going on top of that with the top coat, and then placing my crystals once again into the wet gel. And this stuff does not slide around. I'm able to place the crystals and have them where I want them to be. So that is why I like this combination. I'm able to take my time and, place the crystals where I want them to be without them sliding and flooding the cuticle and all that stuff. All right, so after applying the bling, oh, that's so gorgeous. I'm gonna go in with the top coat on the rest of the nails. Just absolutely gorgeous. So I went ahead and cured that for 60 seconds. And then I also added top coat underneath the nails for the clear ones to see if it would make it any more clearer. So after curing, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my cuticle oil. And here is the finished look. Oh my God, I am so impressed at how these nails turned out. It doesn't even look like I used dual forms. Now, yes, I did have to do some patchwork, but I love the shape, and whew, this is just so cute. So yes, I really do think this kit is worth it. It comes with a full-size nail lamp, so that is always a plus. So yeah, this gets a stamp of approval from Evie. So I hope you guys enjoyed this nail tutorial, and I will talk to you in the next one.
This is the outro to the Long Hair Pretty Nail Show. Yeah.